What's up, guys? I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at the seeding game predictions for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, the San Antonio Spurs, not a very strong team this season, probably won't make it to the playoffs, but depending on these games, which don't look very easy for them, they have a pretty tough schedule after game 1. I don't know. I think they're going to go 1-7, but we'll talk about it and we'll see. And let's start with their starting lineup. At point guard, you have DeJounte Murray. At shooting guard, you got Bryn Forbes. At small forward, you got DeMar DeRozan. At power forward, you got Rudy Gay. And at center, you got Trey Lyles. So, of course, you got LaMarcus Aldridge out, and he's their 7-time All-Star. So that's a big loss. Let's get right into it. Game 1, we've got the Kings at Spurs. Now, I know it's going on right now, but I'm not cheating. I haven't looked at it at all. When I was looking at the games, I made sure I didn't look at the score. So, I think you have De'Aaron Fox against DeJounte Murray and Bryn Forbes against Buddy Hield. Small forward, you've got DeMar DeRozan. I'm actually going to give this one to the Spurs. It's their easiest game. I think they're going to win. Game 2, we've got Spurs at Grizzlies. I've already predicted this one. You've got Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr., the stars of the team. So you've got Rudy Gay to go against Jaren Jackson Jr. and DeJounte Murray to go against Ja Morant. And I'm going to actually go and say that the Grizzlies win this one. 1-1-1. Spurs at 76ers. So I think that the 76ers will easily win this. And so I'm going to go with the 76ers win on this one. Really, there's nothing to explain. You've got Joel Embiid against Trey Lyles, DeJounte Murray, Ben Simmons. So the 76ers have a good player on their front court and back court, and I really feel like when you have two star players, you really need one on your front court and one on your back court. Like, give the Lakers as an example. They have two star players, but their backcourt is greatly compromised. Their backcourt is greatly compromised. I mean, you've got LeBron and AD and JaVale McGee on their front court, but their backcourt is greatly compromised, so they're gonna have some trouble. But the Clippers, you've got two stars, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard on backcourt and front court, and that's actually really that you need that, and that's why the Clippers are gonna be successful. Anyway, game 3, we've got Spurs at 76ers. Like I said, 76ers win. Let's drag that over there. 1-2. Game 4, you got Nuggets at Spurs. So here, again, you've got Nikola Jokic to match up against Trey Lyles. You've got Jamal Murray matched up against DeJounte Murray. You've got, I think that's pretty much the best ones. I mean, you've got, what's his name? I'm forgetting his name, but Paul Millsap to match up against Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan has a clear advantage over his opponent because I don't even know who it is. So overall, I think that the Nuggets will not steal, but easily win this game. Jazz at Spurs. Now, I was covering the Jazz schedule, and the Jazz have, I really like doing these games because I get to see the team schedules and see which teams have the hardest schedules and everything. So I can really dive deep into this. Sorry. And you've got Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell on the Jazz, but they have so many hard games against the Lakers and Raptors and Celtics. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give this one to the Jazz, because I think I predicted Jazz to win this one anyway. Now Spurs at Pelicans. You've got Zion to match up against Rudy Gay. And you've got some great shooters on the Pelicans team. And the Pelicans have been really good. Like, no, they beat the Bucks. And, so I'm going to actually give this win to the Pelicans. And now, there's really not much to talk about in the Game 7. You got Rockets at Spurs. The Rockets are really, like, one of the examples of the modern league with their small ball style of play. You've got James Harden, great dribbler. You've got, what's his name? You've got, trying to remember his name real quick. Russell Westbrook, he's a great point guard. And, the Rockets are a really good small ball team, and they're really good at what they do. I'm going to give this win to the Rockets, and I feel kind of bad for the Spurs, but I think they have one of the hardest schedules in the league, if I'm not mistaken. Game 8, same case with the first game. The Jazz actually are playing the Spurs twice, and according to my predictions, they'll have 2 of their 3 wins against the Spurs, which is, I mean, if you're depending on the Spurs, you're not going to lose to them. So 1-7. Now, that's a really bad record, but no joke, they weren't going to make the playoffs anyway. They're like 10th, 11th, I'm not sure. So anyway, guys, that's going to be a wrap for this video. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.